This is finally another update on the sv650 sidewinder. You haven't seen a video for the last couple of weeks because I've had it down at the auto elecs trying to get the injectors working, which they can't do, surprisingly. But what do you know, I've had it back for a day and I think I've sorted out the problem, so that's $200 wasted. I think they're pros, but even a 15-year-old can work it out. What I think the problem is they've stuffed around here trying to put a switch in. But so I had looked up on the internet, you would have seen that there's an anti-theft device on these things. A 100 ohm resistor between the orange and red wire and the brown wire. So put that in tomorrow and hopefully she runs. I don't get them. They think they're a pro and they're, you know, they like, yeah, can you get it going there? I reckon, yeah, no problems, mate. Yeah, 2 weeks later, no, they don't have a clue. So yeah, they're just a rip-off. Recommend just getting a wiring diagram and do it yourself if you got any idea, because they're just overpriced and they can't work anything out anyway. So if that doesn't work, then I'm thinking this wire here. Haven't got the original fuel pump in, of course, so that's why here's the low fuel sensor. Now I think that just goes to a light on the dashboard, but it may feed it back into the computer, which disables the injectors. So if that's the case, then I can fix that. So either way, should get it running. Don't know if I've showed you before, this is the trailer for it. Came with my YZ250S, great bike, recommend it to anyone. It's a 3-man motorbike trailer, and it had some of this roofing gal lying around, so I've welded a couple bits on the side here, about 2.5 meters long, like the buggy. So this trailer was, I think, 2.7 something meters wide, so it was just perfect. So they just welded in the side there, just with little tack welds all the way along. And then it's got these front stoppers here. And I've also modified the motorbike wheel, still fits in here, but just fits the wheel and that stops it going sideways. Also got this winch in the front here which mounts onto the most forward motorbike, front wheel stopper and the front of the trailer. I'll also have a bar coming down here for extra strength and a spare wheel. Put a jockey wheel on it. And I don't know if I've showed you, this is the fuel setup. Yet again, I asked one of the motorbike shops and they reckon this wouldn't work because I know one of them seemed to think that the fuel pump actually pulses the fuel, which is a load of shit, of course. Yeah, so that's just a continuous supply of fuel going to I had a bit of trouble with the regulator. The first one I bought, it didn't have a return to tank, so what would happen is it would limit the fuel coming out the back, but of course the motor doesn't use that much fuel, so it all build up in the line and build up to 120 psi. So I don't know how that's ever meant to work, but this one's got a outlet to tank. So what this one will do is it'll only pump out 40 psi out the back of it, and any excess fuel, the other 80 psi fuel, will come down that line at the bottom and back into the tank.